get over or not be angry and pissed and hate people who have actually done something to you in the past, right? Because you fucking hate them and they have power over you. So what's your take on like forgiving them and moving on from them?
So you ask a good question. The first thing that comes to mind is, even with those people who, let's say, have harmed you in some way or fashion, finding something that you respect or admire about them also, right? If I wouldn't give anyone that that task if it was easy. It's supposed to be hard, right? You're supposed to earn, because the thing is, when you do find something that you admire or you respect about that person who harmed you, the minute you find that thing and you lock in on it, they don't get any better. Their status doesn't go up. It's not like they're all of a sudden they're gonna like make $10 million or fucking, you know, the Kardashians are gonna come over to their house and like force butt sex on them or something. Like nothing better is gonna happen to them, but something better is gonna now happen to you, because you're gonna let go of some of that blockage that you were holding onto, that anger that you were holding onto that's not serving you, right? The other side of it is empathy. Right, and that's a word that gets thrown around a lot. Gary Vee says it a lot, and I don't think he knows how to define it, but he's just like, empathy and self-awareness, that's a secret, right? By the way, Robert Greene talks about like you gotta speak in like vague generalities, and Gary's very good at it, because he's like, they're like, what's the secret to success? And he's like, self-awareness. And you're listening, you're like, that makes sense. And then 5 minutes later, you're like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, so how is that the secret, right? That said though, to me, when empathy, I had an increase in my own empathy in my own life when I realized, and I read it in this great book called The Course of Miracles, where they said that everything everyone does is either an expression of love or a cry for help. Everything everyone does is either an expression of love or a cry for help. So that person who harmed you, what was that? It is a cry for help. And when you start to see it with those more understanding eyes, you don't really, doesn't get to you anymore, right? Instead of it being like, this person's harming me, you're like, I feel compassion for this person. I can see the pain that acted as a catalyst for them to even want to hurt other people. And once I can understand that, if I want to make fun of it, it's almost like thinking about like a little boy or girl throwing like a temper tantrum or some shit. Like, I know they're just in a little bit of pain right now. So I don't take it personally. That's their shit they have to work through. Does that make sense? It's a cry for help or an expression of love.
Can the hate ever be good, man?
Hate? Of course, yeah. Yeah, hate can be very powerful, by the way. Yeah, it's not hate that's the enemy, it's apathy. Right? Apathy is the enemy, where you just don't care. You've learned helplessness. So hate can definitely be good. Hate makes you fucking rise, right? Michael wouldn't have been as good without the fucking bad boys, right? Like the bad boys made Michael better. So yeah, hate, for sure. It shouldn't be your driving motivation, because then what are you focusing on most of the time? The person you hate, or the thing you hate, right? So what you focus on, you get more of. So you don't want to focus on too much, but a little bit is.
Sometimes it's the only thing that gets me up in the morning, man. Like, hate is the only thing that gets my motor running, you know.
Who here uses hate sometimes as a motivator? There you go.
It's like Martin Luther King. He hated fucking inequality. Fucking hated it to the fucking core. He hated that shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking just fuck that shit. You know? And he influenced the planet forever.
It's like Martin Luther King said, fuck that shit. Okay.